It's tournament time here in Montgomery County, region tournament basketball for high school, and the ASUN tournament for Austin Peay. We'll bring you all of the coverage here on 931 Hoop. Welcome to 931 Hoop. I'm your host, Clayton Carroll, joined alongside Aiden Davis. Aiden, as we mentioned, it is tournament time here in the 931 region tournament for high school, ASUN tournament for Austin Peay. It's the heat of the season here in Montgomery County.
I mean, what an exciting time to be alive here in Montgomery County.
Absolutely. So we're going to start our portion, women's high school basketball. Who we got first, Aiden?
We're going to toss it to Braylon Ryan for our first package of today.
I'm here at Kirkwood High School, where Clarksville and Rossview are battling for the girls' championship title. The fans here definitely gave the energy from both sides, showing up loud and proud. After this, I'll give you the final.
In this championship match, it was clear from the opening tip that both teams came ready to compete at the highest level. The first quarter ended in a tight 5-5 tie, setting the tone for what quickly became a gritty defensive battle. Both teams locked in defensively, forcing tough shots and creating turnovers, showing just how much was on the line. As the second quarter got underway, Rossview High School began to find a rhythm offensively. They pushed the tempo, attacked the paint, and capitalized on key opportunities. By halftime, Rossview had built a 15-11 lead. Number 12, Ellie Hankmeyer, was a major factor for their team, putting up an impressive 15 points and giving her team the spark it needed. Whether it was finishing at the rim or knocking down key shots, she stepped up when it mattered most and kept the pressure on. But coming out of the locker room, Clarksville High School looked like a completely different team. The Wildcats made crucial adjustments on both ends of the floor and came out with a renewed energy and confidence. Their defense tightened up and their offense began to click. In the second half alone, Clarksville High put up 23 points, swinging the momentum in their favor. Number 4, Shakaya Vance played a pivotal role in that turnaround, finishing with 13 total points and delivering in key moments. Her ability to create scoring opportunities and stay aggressive helped ignite the Wildcats' comeback. Clarksville High maintained that energy down the stretch, holding on to the lead and securing the championship title with a 34-27 victory. A hard-fought battle from start to finish, but in the end, it was Clarksville High's second half that made the difference. I'm Braylon Ryan reporting for 931 Hoop.
Tonight we're at West Creek High School, where Henry County Patriots will take on Dixon County's Cougars in the district championship matchup. In the last game, Henry County came out with the win, and Dixon County is looking to change that. I'm Caden Williams here with 931 Hoop. This is the third time these two teams have faced this year, with Dixon County pulling off the close victory, 63-58 in their first matchup, and Henry County getting their revenge with a win of 70-40 in the second matchup. The Cougars jumped out to an early 4-0 start with his drive from Reed Jackson, pass to Eva Eden, and a strong lay. The Patriots came out hot in the first quarter, ending the quarter 10-3 after this missed Keely Webb 3. The Cougars will not go away so easy. This corner 3 from Bronny Snow puts the lead from 12-9. This timely 3 from Nelia Coates puts the Patriots at a 19-15 lead over the Cougars to end the half. Nelia, new quarter, same outcome, another 3. Bang! This may be all the Patriots needed. Eva Eden, strong finish at the basket. Very next possession, Breely Pierpoint, another strong finish at the basket. Timeout Cougars. Nelia Coates, one more for good measure. Bam! Same corner 3, and that was enough to give the Patriots a district championship win, 51. They're at West Creek High School. Your Henry County Patriots just beat your Dixon County Cougars 51-39 in a district championship matchup. I'm Caden Williams here with 931 Hoop.
We had a wild weekend in Clarksville with region tournaments kicking off and seasons coming to a close. Let's take a look at what happened. Northwest only scored 16 points through 3 quarters as Rossview defensively dominated in order to get a win. On the other side of the bracket, Northeast fell to Henry County as the Hawks and Patriots will take each other on Monday night in the Region 7-4A semifinals. On the other side, Clarksville High ends up winning over Kenwood, the second straight year that Kenwood lost in a regional quarterfinal to Clarksville High. And Dixon County takes care of business over lower seed Kirkwood. Kirkwood and Northeast seasons are done. Clarksville High and Dixon will take each other on Monday night at West Creek in the Region 7 4A semifinals.
Welcome back to 931 Hoop. I'm Clayton Carroll, joined alongside Aiden Davis. Aiden, it's tournament time, and we're going to look at some of the brackets. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the brackets here on your screen, we had all the favorites win their first round games.
Yeah, all 1 seeds versus 2 seeds in Region 7, the Region 7 tournament. You see Clarksville taking on Dickson County. That is Monday. If you're watching it live, that is today, Clarksville and Dickson County. And then Henry County and Rossview tip off tonight at 7:30, I do believe. So, Aiden, do you think we see a rematch of the district tournament? Do you think we see Clarksville v. Rossview again, or what do you expect to see out of Region 7?
I think that's what we're gearing up here for in Montgomery County, is to see Clarksville versus Rossview. And it's going to be the same thing that we had last time. It's going to be, is Ellie Hankenmeyer going to be able to propel her Lady Hawks over this Clarksville Wildcat team? Last time out, I took Clarksville High School. They won that game. I'm going to take Clarksville High School again. I think that they're going to run the bracket.
So we'll see if they can win both the district and the region. Hate to disagree with you, Aiden. I got Rossview. Give me the Hawks. But I think it is going to be a very competitive game, personally.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, listen, this is the time to be alive for the spring sports. Tournament time, best time of the year, Clayton.
Absolutely, because you know what they say? It doesn't matter what happens in February, January, December. It matters what's happening in March. And last time I checked, it's March.
It is March, indeed.
So we're going to step aside here on 931 Hoops. That was our girls' high school basketball. When we come back, we'll have boys' action right here on 931 Hoop.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to learn with state-of-the-art tools and facilities, so we give it to them. We show them how to be effective social workers, enhancing everyone's well-being. They experience how their classroom lessons change lives. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin
Speaking of the Super Bowl, I heard that the Seahawks won. Welcome back to 931 Hoop. It's time for boys high school basketball, as Nick Arvin has our first package from around the 931.
I'm Nick Arvin here at Kirkwood High School tonight for the District 13 4A final between the Kirkwood Cobras and the Rossview Hawks. Kirkwood got the first 2 matchups this year in the regular season, but tonight has so much more stakes. Not only will Kirkwood have an opportunity to win back-to-back district titles, Rossview's going for 3 out of 4, and the winner will have the #1 seed in the Region 7 tournament. It's going to be a fun one tonight. A lot to watch out for. Armani Smith is the guy to highlight for Kirkwood, and for Rossview, it's going to be Jair Rose. Both of these backcourts, electric. Going to be must-watch, and you're not going to want to miss it. Lincoln Schwa's got things opened up early on with a corner 3 to open up the scoring, but from there, it was all Kirkwood. As back on the other side, we see Armani Smith crossover, pull up for the jumper, no good, but Aaron Hines is there down low to clean up the rebound. It just kept going as Ari Hines passed it down low. Armani Smith, spin move and in. Armani Smith was a man on a mission in this game against Rossview, scoring 27 points. The Hawks were looking to answer as Idze was able to get the ball inside with a nice little post move. But from there, Kirkwood took over as Bryce Garnett started getting things going from 3. Defensively, Kirkwood was really good in this game, but Jair Rose was able to make a couple threes, ended off with 10 points in the game. You see right here, Rose gets it downhill to Dillard. Dillard up and in. From here, it was Armani Smith and Bryce Garnett. They made it happen. Bryce Garnett from 3 falls down, no foul called, but that was exactly what the Cobras needed. Get it out to a 21-9 first quarter lead. From here, Israel Dillard puts it up, no good, gets his own board and in. Still, Rossview trails in this game until Armani Smith gets down into his right shoulder, up and in, and the foul called. Armani Smith with an and one opportunity. The crowd was really lively at Kirkwood High School for this district final as Rossview started to climb back into this game a little bit, led by Jair Rose. He hits a 3 there, then back on the other side, dribbles, passes, 3 on the wing, and good. That one cut the lead down to 2 for Kirkwood. This one ties the game, and John Segal has to call a timeout as Rossview is all the way back in this basketball game. Going into halftime, Kirkwood does not have the lead they need until Armani Smith puts them up by 2 going into the break. Kirkwood leads by 2, 26-24 at halftime. Not the lead the Cobras wanted in this game after a 21-9 start in the first quarter, but Rossview proved some maturity and hung around in this one. Jair Rose lobs it upside. Lincoln Schwartz gets a basket on the little oop. Didn't finish it off, but a layup works all the same. On the other side, Ari Hines misses off the right side, but up and in by Armani Smith, who cleans up the board. And in the fourth quarter, it was the Armani Smith show. He took over this game, 38-32 in the fourth. Here's him getting down to his mid-range, top of the key. Israel Dillard tries to answer on the other side, but at this point, Armani Smith was too much for Rossview to overcome. Travis Rivers gets it done at the free throw line, and from there, it was too late. 12-point deficit with a minute and 20 seconds left, and all that was left for Bryce Garnett to do was dribble out the clock en route to a District 13 title in back-to-back years. The Kirkwood Cobras are your District 13 4A champions. Bryce Garnett takes the plaque into the crowd of Cobras who are celebrating, and it was a huge win for Kirkwood. The Kirkwood Cobras pulled off a 52-38 win tonight in the district final against the Rossview Hawks. John Segal got his 400th win in the victory tonight, along with back-to-back district titles, while Armani Smith put up 27 points. The job's not finished for Kirkwood, however, as they face off right here in this gym Friday night against the Dixon County Cougars as they look to get their region run going. I'm Nick Garvin with the Austin Peay Sports Network, signing out from Kirkwood High School.
District tourney play has begun here in Clarksville, Montgomery County, as it's Clarksville High School and the Wildcats coming in 9-13, battling out with Northeast High School, the Eagles, who come in at 4-20 for this third place game. That's where the district tourney action begins. For the Eagles, they've struggled to find their rhythm all year. Here's what their head coach had to say his message was for his team going into tonight's game.
Tonight is to play for pride and integrity, to move forward knowing that we'll have another game. What you leave on the court is what people are going to remember. So giving 100% is what we need to do no matter how the outcome occurs, and just play the best of our ability.
On the other end of the court, the Wildcats are looking ahead to Saturday, where they find out who are the real contenders in the state of Tennessee as they look to continue to improve on their season.
Read your quarterfinal game on Saturday. That's for all across the state of Tennessee. Are you a pretender or are you a contender? Those games are being made right there at 7 o'clock on Saturday night every night. Our goal is to continue improving.
And so after talking with both coaches, the teams are ready to tip things off at Kirkwood High School as Northeast won the tip. After the opening tip, it looked like it was going to be a very defensive game. The Eagles were able to take the lid off the basket, though, with a very nice take into the lane by number 23, Peyton Smith, gets that turnaround J to fall for him. However, that would be just about the only offensive highlight for the Eagles as the Wildcats began to take over. Isaac Thornhill gets back-to-back buckets for the Wildcats on offense, which is then followed up with a catch-and-shoot three off the offensive rebound for Thomas King to open up the scoring from outside the arc. The Wildcats would have a chance at the end of the first quarter to get another basket off as they go up with an 11-2 advantage as Northeast struggling to find something that will work against this potent Wildcats offense. Thomas King will pick up right where he left off with a beautiful corner three right there to open up the scoring in the second quarter. The Wildcats would continue their offensive production as they find number 21, Dawson Smith, inside for a beautiful layup. As we go into the half, it's 26-7. Whatever Coach Ted Young has been able to draw up for his Wildcats, it's been working so far tonight. Jonah Green to inbounds this one. He's going to find the open space. Look at this left wing right here. Jonah Green is going to be green from three. Wildcats cheer team loving it as their team has been dominant all night long.
There you have it for the third place consolation game here in district play for Clarksville Montgomery County Schools. Clarksville High School takes the victory here, 52-27 over the Northeast Eagles. Isaac Thornhill led the scoring for the Wildcats, scoring 18 points, all of which came in the paint. My name is Aiden Davis, reporting for 931 Hooters.
We're live up Raider Frost. We're here at West Creek High School for the district championship game. Those were the Northwest Vikings and the Henry County Patriots. It's going to be a fun one. Let's do a quick recap on how it go down.
The Northwest Vikings and Henry County Patriots met up at West Creek High School for the District 14 4A championship game. This was a defensive battle from start to finish with under 100 total points scored, and the two teams had to fight for every basket. In the fourth quarter, the teams went blow for blow, both scoring 12 in the first 8 minutes to be tied up after the first period. In the second quarter, the Vikings defense stifled the Patriots offense, withholding them to only 7 points in the second quarter, hitting 3 3-pointers of their own, including 2 from guard Deshaun Peterson to go up 7 at the halftime break. As you can see here, the Vikings were hot from beyond the arc. Then in the third quarter, the Patriots started to storm back, trying to tie up the game. And 6 Patriots scored in the third quarter. No one scored more than 1 basket, but it was enough to tie the game up after 3 quarters heading into the fourth, and we had an 8-minute contest on our hands. The two teams were trading tough buckets back and forth. All 2-pointers and free throws, no shots from beyond the arc. Both teams trying to get out in transition to create some offense that was so hard to see all night. Jaquez Scott, the district MVP, was getting to the rim, scoring 4 points that quarter. Tobias Santiago contributing as well. Then the Patriots hit a huge 3-pointer with 45 seconds remaining to go up by 1, but Jaquez Scott didn't hear no bell, hitting a floater with 9.2 seconds remaining, trying to get one final stand to stop the Patriots. The Patriots tried everything they could, but thanks to swarming defense from the Vikings, they could not get a shot off in time. And the Vikings win a thriller, 48-47. And they win their first district title since 2017 under first-year head coach in District 14 Coach of the Year, D.D. Smith, here on their rivals' floor at West Creek High School.
Cross has been a heck of a game here at West Creek. Reporting live for 921 Move.
On the boys' side of things, West Creek gave it their all, but Rossview, the higher seed at the Hawks' Nest, ends up taking care of business 59-53. Northwest takes care of business against Northeast quite easily. We're up by 30 heading into the fourth quarter, so Rossview and Northwest will get their rematch in a Region 7 4A semifinal on Tuesday night. Kirkwood blew out Dixon by 50, 84-34. Tay Clardy had a historic triple-double for the Cobras, and they will take on Henry County, who at last did Clarksville High at the buzzer. The only upset by seeding in Clarksville, Montgomery Central falls to 3-seed Lawrence County. The historic run for the Indians comes to a close in the region quarterfinals. Lawrence County with a big upset over Central. They had won just 4 games all season leading up to this point. I'm Knox Reeves with APSU Sports Network.
Back here on 931 Hoop, I'm Clayton Carroll. This is Aiden Davis. Aiden, we had some very entertaining basketball games here in the district tournaments for boys basketball.
Indeed, we did. I mean, some really close games, and we also did have some blowouts as well.
It's true. Very true. As we are going to take a look now at the Region 7 region tournament bracket here for Class 4A Region 7, and it sets up where we could possibly get a matchup of the District 13 championship, Kirkwood v. Rossview. Kirkwood, the 1 seed, taking on the 2 seed Henry County, and then Northwest, the lone 4 seed to advance. They defeated Northeast 61-41. So we've got a 4v2 semifinal between Northwest and Rossview. Rossview barely edging past West Creek, and then Kirkwood running past Dixon County 84-34. So Aiden, you know, it sets up once again, could we get Kirkwood v. Rossview?
Yeah, I think that's what we're leading up to is Kirkwood versus Rossview, and I think the main thing that's going to change this time around is that Kirkwood, they took care of business in that first round. Rossview only winning by 6 points against West Creek right there. So I think that Kirkwood is high on momentum right now. I'm going to take Kirkwood to win this side.
I'm going to have to agree with you there, Aiden. I don't think the fourth time is the charm for Rossview. They've played each other 3 times already. Kirkwood killed Rossview in the first matchup. The next 2 are very competitive, but Kirkwood just seemed to have the edge. So then again, maybe for Rossview, fourth time is the charm. I just personally don't see that, and neither do you.
Yeah, indeed.
So that is a look at our 4A Region 7 tournament bracket. When we come back here on 931 Hoop, we will have Austin Peay basketball up next.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. So we give it to them. We provide them with the knowledge to become sought-after artists. They realize their work elevates our world. They realize dreams become reality. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Welcome back to 931 Hoop. We've covered our high school coverage here in Montgomery County. Now it's time to take a look at everything going on here at Austin Peay. We're going to start with women's basketball. They hit the road and traveled to Lipscomb on Friday. We've got some highlights of that game. As Aiden, it was a very just scrappy game, very defensive heavy scrum. Dylan Walton and I were along to call that one from Allen Arena in the Music City. Just a very low-scoring battle. Austin Peay outscored Lipscomb 15-10 in the second quarter, and the Govs led Lipscomb 24-21 at halftime. And then Lipscomb scored 18 points in the whole game off of free throws. So, I mean, if you take that out, we're talking a game in the 30s. And Jade Rucker for Austin Peay had her career-high 18 points against Lipscomb on Friday to give Austin Peay the 48-43 win. The Govs clinched their spot, the 8th seed in the ASUN tournament. As you see the final score graphic there, the Govs narrowly edging past Lipscomb 48-43. We will go over the ASUN tournament brackets here in just a moment. But before that, we've got to take a look at the Govs and the Bears men's basketball, Austin Peay and Central Arkansas. These two teams faced off on Wednesday. It was a doubleheader with the women, Austin Peay and Central Arkansas. 1v2 matchup in the ASUN tournament. As you see, Anton Brookshire hit a 3 for the Govs. It was a 3-point party for both teams. Both teams 10+ threes on Wednesday. You see Colin Parker hit one there, and the Gov is loving it. The Gov is hopping out. Absolutely. Austin Peay led 28-14 with under 10 to go in the first half, so it looked like the Govs could run away with it. Central Arkansas had other plans. Ty Robinson hit one of his 6 3-point baskets for the Bears, and then Luke Moore hit a layup to cut the Austin Peay lead to 2 just as we entered the half. Austin Peay led 46-44 at halftime. And then the second half, as much of what we saw in the first half, it was a 3-point party. Baskets were falling everywhere. Tate McCubbin hit a 3 from the right wing to put the Govs up 5, but Central Arkansas, for them, it was really the Javion Guy King and the Ty Robinson show. Guy King had 31 points, Ty Robinson had 23, 6 of 9 from 3. And then for Austin Peay, Colin Parker finished with 29 points, Rashad Marshall finished with 19, and then Anton Brookshire totaled 17 points. As you see there, the last shot, Central Arkansas made their free throws down the stretch, and unfortunately, they gave the Govs one of their 2 defeats this weekend. Austin Peay lost to Bellarmine 111-97 on Friday. So the Govs and the Bears now share the ASUN title.
Yeah, I mean, the Govs offense is on fire right now for the men's side.
Yeah, just got to get that defense going, you know. But it's ASUN tournament time here in the 931. We will take a look at the women's the women's ASUN tournament bracket first. You see Austin Peay and Lipscomb going to get the rematch, the 8 seed versus the 9. Austin Peay will play Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Time, and then whoever wins that game will travel to take on the 1 seed there in Jacksonville, EKU. So Austin Peay v. Lipscomb. Lipscomb, Aiden, has been bit by the injury bug. Only 8 healthy scholarship players. Austin Peay is very deep. They have split the regular season series with Lipscomb. What do you expect to see out of the Govs on Tuesday as they tangle with the Bisons?
I think more of the same. The Governors, they've been really good as late the women's side. I think the Govs, that they're going to win this game, and who knows, EKU might put them on notice.
Definitely, Austin Peay has played EKU really the closest out of anybody in the ASUN, a 7-point loss and a 14-point loss. The loss that Austin Peay had against EKU back on Wednesday, they led after the first quarter and they were only down 3 going into the fourth. So, I mean, Austin Peay, they can beat EKU.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really exciting time here on both sides of the brackets. We're going to transition now into the men's side of the brackets. Clayton, what do you see up here?
So Austin Peay did get the first round bye. They are unfortunately the 2 seed. They still clinched a share of the ASUN title. Austin Peay, the 2 seed, they will take on the either EKU or Jacksonville Friday at 4 p.m. Clarksville time. The ASUN tournament there in Jacksonville, Florida. Austin Peay, the 2 seed, they'll go up against either EKU and Jacksonville. And Aiden, you got to watch out for EKU. They're very well coached, but you know, Austin Peay, Coach Corey Gibson, he's going to have the Govs ready.
I mean, the one thing that the Governors are going to have to focus on is staying out of foul trouble. Obviously, they've been electric on offense in the last couple of weeks. If they can continue that and just be a little smarter defensively, the Governors could run the table.
And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter what happens in February. It doesn't matter that the Govs lost the last 2 games, as long as they turn it around in the tournament.
Indeed, does. Indeed.
So, absolutely. So it's now time for our 931 Hoop Athlete of the Week. That title goes to Jade Rucker of Austin Peay women's basketball. A new career high 18 points. She propelled the Govs to the 48-43 win against Lipscomb in the final game of the regular season. Drained 5 3-point baskets, all in the first half. Went 5 of 9 in the first half. Jade Rucker, your 931 Hoop Athlete of the Week. 18 point against Lipscomb. And Aiden, that was our final show. It feels just like a blink we had our first one, you know?
Yeah, I mean, exciting time, though, for us to be alive at Austin Peay State University. Our basketball programs on both sides, really exciting.
Yeah, so, you know, we've got the region tournaments coming up, and then we got the ASUN tournament. So we've got a lot of tournaments and a lot of fun basketball games coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for one really excited. We see all the time on our Instagram pages of the March Madness bracket predictions, and we're finally seeing Austin Peay on there getting some respect. I know I'm excited for it.
Oh, I am too. And you mentioned the socials. Be sure to follow us, APSU Sportsnet, on Instagram and Twitter, and be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, APSU-TV. And then again, the Govs women's basketball team will play in the first round of the ASUN tournament Tuesday from Jacksonville, 11 a.m., and Dylan Walton will bring you that coverage on WAPX-FM via letsgop.com. So round 1 of the ASUN tournament for the women, and then the men play Friday at 4 p.m. against the winner of EKU and Jacksonville. So Aiden, I'm going to be watching. I'm sure you're going to be watching. If you're not watching, what are you doing, you know?
I mean, hey, I guess you snooze, you lose, but it's a really exciting time to be a Governor here. I'm just so hyped. I'm pumped. I'm ready to get to March Madness.
So Aiden, it sure has been fun to be a part of the 931 Hoop Show. You've got any final words as we close out the season finale?
I mean, thank you to all of our producers out there in the back. Thank you to our TV director right here. It's been a fun time. And Clayton, thank you for making it an enjoyable experience.
Oh, I've had a blast. Thank you so much for tuning in to 931 Hoop. And I do have 3 more words to close out the show.
I think I do too as well.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Peay.